Welcome back to the MartiniWorks Podcast. In today's episode, we tell you to buy a cruising shirt because Gels is holding one up. We talk a little bit about Christmas gifts for car folks, guys and gals, the movie Ferrari that just came out, and also an update on the old project cars, which, by the way, if you are out there and you haven't subscribed yet, please be sure to do so. And if you are, thank you. Ba-da-ba-da-da-da. Mod your car at MartiniWorks.
You've been sick for like 2 weeks.
I know.
Get over it.
Beating the shit out of
Who
me.
started it?
It's not about you all the time.
This guy
Alex
comes back from a major convention with no voice and is like, "Yeah, I just lost my voice. I'm not sick though." I immediately get sick. Dakota immediately gets sick.
Yeah.
If I'm sick, I'm taking everyone down with me.
The whole crew went down.
The whole crew went down. Besides Mario just peed out a rock instead. So
right,
he went off on
TMI.
his own way.
TMI.
Sorry about that. Welcome back, though. If your name is Ray F, Mark L, Tristan M, Hayden C, Aaron I, Sergio LF again. He bought two things. Nice.
Thanks, Sergio.
Colin D, Xander T, Stephen T canceled his order. I take it all back. Abel L, Logan H, Chandler M, Corey J again, Eric L, and Jody Garcia. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
That's so cool, though.
And Jonathan S. Yeah, dude, it's picking up.
The fact that we get to read out people that have purchased parts from us is insane.
And shirts.
And shirts.
And
parts
shirts.
and shirts.
Honestly, if you're picking up a
Cool.
shirt, we love you just as much as if you're picking up a set of coilovers. It does mean the absolute world. So let's get into it. Christmas gifts for car folks.
Yeah, I wanted to talk a little bit about some of the worst and some of the best.
Do you still?
God.
What's the worst?
I would say those really generic teas that like, I drive a Ford and I'm born in July. And
The Facebook
the
tees.
90s, the
tees.
Facebook.
The Facebook tees that are like just randomly generated to your likes and interests. Yeah.
Yeah, like, yeah, I would say that's
There's like
probably
12 different fonts on
the
it.
worst. But there's like, it's so hard to shop for a car enthusiast
It is.
because everything's fucking expensive, right?
It's terrible.
But there is some stuff with minimal knowledge to cars that you can get that I think can like make a car enthusiast happy.
All right. Like what?
Tools, tools,
Like the little gator grip
Alex.
universal.
Literally,
No, not that one,
literally
no.
any extension set is good. The basic wrenches also good. Hey Mario, behind you, open up the top.
Open up the
Open up the top cabinet there, the right one. Nope, right.
You were ready.
Yeah, right there.
I
No,
don't
right
know
there.
how
Go
the
back,
line works.
right there. Yep. And then all the way up in the top left corner, there's a box. I need you to get that. I know
can't
you're like
reach that.
4'10", but I need you to get that.
He
small
literally
box.
is looking at it and
the
he cannot
left
reach
box,
it.
all the way up. That one. Yeah, grab,
that
dude.
poor
He's gonna hurt
Mario.
himself.
Chat,
Why
what's
are you making him do this?
Chad, is this real?
Because I want to show you guys something
Is this
because
real,
this is
chat?
such.
Oh my God.
Oh my God!
Thank you for balancing on the
Just passed
Viper
a
chair.
kidney stone and now he's standing on a
No,
chair with
yeah, that one,
wheels.
that one, that one,
Swivel,
that
Get
one.
down! Get down!
Oh my God.
Get
Oh my
down!
God. Oh my
Okay,
God.
everything's good.
What did you
Everything's
have
good.
him grab?
Viper, we need another chair. This was my gift from my grandpa for Christmas from like 2014,
Oh,
and I
see, you
I just feel bad throwing it away. I don't want to.
Did you use it?
No, it's original.
Alex,
Factory sealed.
You
why
wanna-
didn't you use it?
Here, I'll open it up, and
No,
you
you
guys
don't
can, like-
gotta-
It's a 7-piece car care set. See, nobody.
This is nice though.
Yeah, but nobody knew what to get me when I was,
Yeah,
getting
that's
into
what I'm
it.
saying.
This is the gift.
Car cleaning
I
stuff.
wouldn't be upset with that.
Car cleaning stuff is another good thing. That's good. You know, go get them some quick detail spray,
Yeah.
maybe some air fresheners, like that. So, microfibers. Microfibers are underrated.
Always use microfibers.
I'm so pissed at you for not using that.
I'm sorry. We're gonna put it back
Don't
in.
tell me
We're gonna put it back in the box.
Yeah, we're not the
tell
ones who
me
need to
sorry.
apologize.
If you really dabble, I'd say you could. If you know their likes, maybe a shift knob or something.
Oh,
that's a
gosh.
good stocking stuffer.
That's
Yeah,
kinda,
that's that
it
could
can
go-
be. It can be tricky, but
No, I've got the best one.
okay. Let's hear it.
Hot Wheels.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's a
you never
good
go
one.
wrong.
I
with
don't think
Hot
there's any. There's not a single person I feel like that wouldn't work.
There's actually you gotta get the real Hot Wheels though, not the fake cars. Like they make their weird like Bone Crusher or whatever it is. Like need like
Wheels. Track Slayer.
the Civic. Yeah, I want the Civic.
Road Ripper.
I'm not for it anymore. I want the actual car.
You don't want the Flametron?
I want the children's toy, but not the children's toy. Do you know what I'm saying?
Okay, yeah.
I'm an adult.
Flametron.
Yeah, it's wild. It's because you can totally see it too, like how Hot Wheels and this Lego especially is just continuing.
Lego's
to
another
cater
good one.
to like
Yes.
us and the older.
And they're
like,
trying
generations
to they're
now.
trying to make it so like it's not awkward.
Yeah.
You know, like Hot Wheels is like,
Oh,
here's a 2023 Civic Type R, blah 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 blah
Bone
blah blah blah
stock.
blah. Bones. It's in the corner and it's right next to the Bone Crusher 6200. One's $9, one's $2. There's a 4-year-old screaming to grab the Bone Crusher, and you're like, nerd. And then you grab your Honda.
Okay, I usually do we usually hand out Hot Wheels for Halloween. I know this was a while ago, but I do make a point to only get
Yeah.
the
Right.
good ones. And it
It's a key.
I don't know, is that bad? Because like I see the kids and they're like digging around and like there's some good stuff in there, and they're like, but where's the Bone Crusher? Where's
They're
the
not
monster?
asking. They don't care.
they
They're
don't
just
care.
excited to have free toys.
Our neighbor kids have commercialized our Halloween.
What does that mean?
Halloween.
Halloween.
What do you mean commercialized?
They know that I give out Hot Wheels.
Okay.
And they know that I give out good ones.
Okay.
So they've come and they look for the ones with like the certain things on the front. Because I don't know how Hot Wheels collection
You
work.
randomly handing out like treasures?
Treasure
Yeah.
hunts.
That's crazy.
Yeah, by accident. And so it happened. The first time it happened was like back
This
in
fucking idiot.
2020, I think.
We're going
and,
to his house.
and the whole neighborhood caught wind of this. And
The
then
dads caught wind of
And
it.
then in 2021, when we did it again, Becca and I were out of Hot Wheels in like 30 minutes.
Oh
and
my
people,
God.
I'd be like,
Damn.
I'd hand them out and they'd be like, "Can I pick?" And I'm like, "Oh my God, what a cute kid." Yeah, of
They're like,
course
"Where's
you
the
can
treasure?"
pick." And they're like, they're like growing through
I
everything.
know there's one in here.
Someone's like, "I got the rare one," and then they like run
Turn
off,
into
and I'm
a
like,
little
"What
demon.
the fuck just happened?"
They literally have like spreadsheets built out and are like searching on the Reddit forums for what drop they're in, where you shop, what's local.
Yeah, it was disastrous.
That's insane.
Have you ever gotten any bad Christmas car related gifts?
Ah, man.
Or one where you're like, this is nice, thank you, and then you put it in a closet where Mario can't reach and never touch it?
I'd say that for the most part, it's been pretty good. If there has been stuff, it's just been maybe like some really cheap cleaning, like chemicals, where it's like, okay, and it just sits on the shelf if I ever need to, wipe my dash down.
Yeah,
or
well, like
something.
Armor All has a stranglehold
Yes,
on
yes.
people who don't know car care products, but buy car care products for people who like cars. Because I've never gotten a non
It smells
Armor All
good.
gift from a family member that
It's
knew
always
cars.
Armor All.
It's always
It's
Armor.
always Armor All. You're right.
Yeah, and I always throw like I've held on. I just cleaned my. The only reason I know that there is because I clean up
Is it
my
tubs, like the
Yes.
tubs of the interior?
I had to get rid of that. I had to get rid of it. It's been 7 years.
You know
It's
what I
time to
got
let it
once?
go.
What'd you get?
Joe's brought it up earlier. I got one of those universal sockets.
Oh,
Have you seen those before, Alex? Oh, they're like,
like they have the pins.
yeah, like those pins you'd put your hand in and then you look over. It's like that. And the idea is it's inside the socket. So you put it over any nut and it just like shapes around the nut.
Sounds dangerous.
Yeah, I don't know. I've never ever used it, but we did watch Donut made a video like trying to use
Yeah,
it, and
not good.
it works how you think it would work. If there's a finger loose nut, sure it'll work, but you could also use your fingers. So
Yeah, it's pretty bad. It's pretty. There's just like no, like you go to like put any torque on it, and as you can imagine, the pins just want to move wherever, and
I do feel like if you're a non-car person trying to buy something for
Mm-hmm.
a car person, I don't think you can ever go wrong if you wanted to like get something cool and unique, like with a neon sign.
yeah,
Like, I feel like those are always really cool,
Or
like little gas station signs or like Sunoco's and things. Those always
yeah.
do so
I'd
well.
say like any sort of like cool like memorabilia, like model cars, whether it be like plastic model cars,
that's
Hot
name
Wheels.
brand. That's like good. It
Right.
can't be
Yeah.
Alibaba,
Yeah. Where it's like instead of Michelin, it's like
Michelin.
Michelin.
Michelob.
It's,
AI generated
it's like the Car
tire
X
brand.
version of holiday
Yeah.
gifts.
A
like
printed
close.
photo of their car.
That is huge. That is huge.
That's
If
a
you have
good
any like photographer friends, I know there's a bunch up here that do prints and stuff, especially around this time of year. Hit them up. They would appreciate it a ton. It's their business, so support them. And yeah, that's huge, especially if like they're in any sort of like motorsport or something like that. If you know like a photographer that usually goes to that track, see if they have anything of them. Get like a canvas print or even just like a normal print, frame it up in like a $30 like Target frame. They'll lose their mind.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, brother. Does MartiniWorks have gift cards?
No.
Oh well, what the fuck?
We really dropped the ball.
Yeah, I was gonna do a huge plug.
I'm sorry. If you want to get a gift card for Martini, but if you ask for
Alex
one,
will write an
I'll
IOU.
make one. I will write one on a Post-it note right now, and I will kiss it, and then I will mail it out to you.
I'd honor it.
Yeah, of course I would. I mean,
Or if you have a little bit of extra cash, you could always just get them a new car too.
Yeah.
well,
Just like all the Lexus commercials show.
Mr. Beast can do that.
Mr. Beast is on like a whole different level doing social experiments with individuals for views on YouTube.
Yeah.
Like I
Whoa,
like
whoa,
watching
whoa,
it, but
whoa,
it makes
whoa.
me a little uncomfy.
You're throwing shade.
I'm not throwing
At the
shade.
Beast?
I'm not throwing shade at the Beast.
It seemed like there was a little bit of shade.
It just it makes me a
Oh,
little.
he only does social experiences on people like
watch it.
lab mice. But
does.
no, he makes good stuff.
He
Yeah,
does. He makes good stuff, but he's like, I'm gonna put these two people in a room for 100 days. And
Yeah, but those
see what the
people-
fuck happens.
Those people are chomping at the bit. They'll kill each other to do that.
I
They
know.
want to so bad.
I know.
You can lock Giles in a room for 100 days with like a wrench, and we can try one of the Mr. Beast style videos.
Do you want to get locked in this
The
garage?
difference is Giles doesn't want to do it.
100 days.
That's unique.
Yeah, it will be unique, and it will be genuine, raw. Get me out of your content.
Yeah, leave me in your garage with a bunch of tools, and just see what happens to your cars.
Nothing.
The S2000 is
Okay,
gonna
no,
have-
I got it. We'll have three
crazy shit.
things
Oh,
that
no, please
need
let
to
him
be
go.
fixed.
Yeah.
Three things that need to be fixed, and the bolt is missing for one thing.
No, I'm out.
And we'll tell him that he needs to complete it in 10 days.
and sleep in the garage.
Yeah. And the video, ironically enough, will be 20 minutes.
Do I get to keep the heater?
Yeah.
Day 19, an hour before you're supposed to be done,
Yeah.
we'll put a nut and we'll say.
They'll just like throw
for
it
the
out.
Slam the door.
That's so fucked up.
Yeah, well.
So back to the topic on hand here. So the Christmas stuff, what I've found, has been the best. Is
How many
as
words
lame
are you
as it
getting?
sound.
What was his words before you said the thing? Anyway,
I'm trying to
keep
think.
going.
Just making a list and sending it. I know it's super lame.
Checking it twice.
Yeah, but
What are
as
you
we've gotten
saying right
older-
now?
listen.
He's
I'm
got
sorry.
You know how as like you get older,
Yeah.
like the president's gonna be like, "Oh, I'm actually excited for like socks and shit
Yeah,
like that."
yeah.
So you go through it. I think one of the things I asked for this year was literally like toe plates for like adjusting like fucking alignment.
There you
That's
go.
so boring.
I know, but I was so excited to get it.
You
so-
got to be careful asking non-car enthusiasts to get you toe plates.
I know that's why I sent my wife the link and she's
Okay.
I'm like, just these if you're looking for something, wouldn't mind this. Here's the checkout link.
I told my mom because she gets me the same thing every year: underwear, socks. It doesn't matter how old I am. Underwear, socks, and then usually some sort of random accessory for the garage. And so now I send her what socks I want at least. So at least I have some level of control. Like I'm a cotton sock kind of guy.
Yeah.
You know, don't give me any of that
picky.
synthetic shit. You
Oh
know,
my goodness.
That's not good in the outdoors,
that's what I'm saying.
No,
Well, cotton.
cotton's bad.
Well,
You
yeah,
want wool.
but I'm not going out there. I'm just going to the
I know you stay in the
yeah,
house.
he does not leave the house.
I know he doesn't.
until March.
Cotton's okay.
until March time.
Wool socks kind of go crazy.
They're expensive.
For good
Save your
reason.
feet.
Yeah, well,
You can wear wool socks and go outside and just walk down the road.
I remember we
No
went to we had a winter Boy Scout camp one year, and they had signs up with Mr. T that said, "I pity the fool that wears cotton," and that has stuck with me for the rest of my life.
What the?
I don't know. I will
You
never
get one of those signs
I want one so bad. That I'll never forget that. I don't know why that was so iconic.
because what the fuck is that?
I
He
had to
never
ask.
said that.
I had to ask too. They're like, "Well, cotton absorbs a lot of moisture, and if you're out in the cold, you don't want that because your feet freeze."
Are you looking it up, Alex?
I think it was like a Microsoft Word, like fucking print. Like it wasn't.
I'm just
Pity the fool.
I'm adding it to your Christmas list.
I'm gonna make those and sell them, but I'm gonna do. I pity the fools that buy Subarus.
Bro, okay, so for those that are listening, we did a video where we talk about why do Subarus blow up.
Yeah.
And Gels is kind of doing like a science garage style series that we're trying to figure out, how do we do it right? How do we make sure it feels different and unique? But we're talking about really like
Real
common
things
and trying to really break into it in a simplified way of like, why did that even come to be?
Right.
And you did a great job.
Appreciate it.
in the video because we cover a lot in like 9 minutes.
Yeah,
and of course there's some oversimplification.
It has to be, otherwise it'd be a hour and a half long video.
But the comments, most of them, were all great. They're all like, yeah, totally agree. But you could see immediately the people who were pressed by the assumptions. Well, you say that they blow up on a semi-open deck, but that only happened from 2003 to 2003 and a half from engine blocks made from Thailand.
Okay, so
and if you check the VIN block number and if it starts with a VG, you're actually fine. So not all of them blow up.
Yeah.
And that's it. Just
they also
hurt.
forget to say that was 90% of them.
Yeah, well, so if you are a Subaru owner, know that I still love you. I still want you to modify your car.
We just pity
Hopefully with MartiniWorks. We're just trying to make sure you understand that if it's your first car that you're jumping into and you have the option to either buy an SRT4 or a Mazda Speed 6, we're probably going to tell you, throw your hat in a Mazda Speed 6 first.
Here, let's clear the air.
Yeah.
Alex does not hate Subarus. Okay?
Dakota
He
does.
hates Korean cars.
He does hate Korean cars.
I don't like them.
He likes the Korean car owners. Does not like the cars
Yeah, he
themselves.
said the people are nice.
The
but
people are the
cars are
best.
not good.
Not it.
Would you rather own a Subaru WRX blah by 135,000
Why blah by?
miles, already been modified
Okay.
for $6,200 and no
Ew.
Carfax?
You're scaring me. Okay.
Or
Fail.
a 200,000 mile Kia Stinger GT2 with one owner that shaves the side of his head, has a mullet, and a star tattoo on his
Care
neck.
about the owner, bro.
I love how you were so descriptive about the car for the Subaru.
Yeah, and then just the
Stinger
owner.
was just the owner.
Which one would you pick?
200,000 miles. I'm thinking the Subaru.
I'll sell the Stinger and flip it.
No, you.
You took the cop out
He took
answer.
the cop
No,
out.
I'll just sell it on.
The Subaru is gonna be $6,500 Subaru with no info on it.
That's terrifying.
It is.
I had a
is
dream about, a nightmare about that one.
See, the thing is, boys and girls, is there's bad cars across every single manufacturer.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's true.
everyone
say.
has.
I can get behind that.
There are some that are less prone to failure and some that are more prone to failure. But there is one car above all else
There's
that
a
has
constant.
never made a mistake ever in its
Wait.
entire life.
Whoa, this is
God.
about to
And
be
we're
the
gonna be
title of
talking.
the video.
We're gonna be talking about that in the next segment after we announce our sponsor for the MartiniWorks podcast, which we are happy to say is Continental Tire. Continental Tire has been a partner of ours pretty much for the last few months now.
Yeah.
They've been absolutely crushing it. How have you have the Viking Contact 7s, right?
Yeah, I haven't been using them.
You haven't been using them
What?
yet. 'cause
Well, we
it
have
hasn't
no
snowed.
Well, because I've been having the DWS06 Plus on the Jetta.
How those been doing?
Really good. It's tough to say. I want to give my full review, but I'm waiting for it to snow. It don't snow in this state anymore. So
What about you? You got some? Do you have Generals coming?
Yeah, so I got some General Ultimax all-weather tires. So I'm
Ooh.
excited to try those out because I honestly didn't even know about all-weather. But apparently there is a good amount of difference between all-weather and all-season.
good
And
to
it
know.
looks like an all-year-round like snow tire. So I'm interested to see.
We'll see.
Oh, that's
We'll
pretty
see.
cool. But we do want to thank Continental Tire for coming on board. They have awesome tires like the DWS06 Plus. They have the Extreme Contact Sport 02, which if you watch the How to Modify an SRT4, we actually talk about that tire as one of the being one of the best picks for that car, and we explain why. And they have an absolutely fantastic warranty. They have a great inventory availability, and we've actually been selling quite a few Contis through MartiniWorks, which
Let's
is
go.
absolutely awesome. And if you don't believe us, we have a little review system on the website now, so you can actually go read other people's feedback on the tire. And we've been getting a lot of 5 stars on the Contis, especially the DWS06 Pluses. So
That's it.
thank you, Continental, for coming on board for the MartiniWorks podcast, and we will talk about the next segment right now. In case you're wondering, Dakota, Gels, and myself, we do have real lives as well.
Oh God.
Where we talk about we do things outside of work. Like
We're really good
for
bringing this up.
instance, myself and Beck and I, we've kind of made it a mission to try wings at different places. We've been going on little
Ooh.
dates. It's been really fun.
I would like an update on that, please.
Yes.
I will keep you posted
know the
on the
best wing place.
next one. Gels, what have you and Maggie been doing? Or the M Dog? You just put a rough country lift kit
Oh,
in her
yeah,
Jeep.
I definitely
Big
did.
truck guy.
Big truck girl.
Okay. So the Jeep she has had that basically since new.
Jeep gal
has now about 133,000 miles of Wisconsin winter and everything else thrown at it.
You wouldn't understand.
Yeah, you wouldn't understand. And yeah, the suspension pretty cheeks, and she's always wanted the lift for it, and never really pulled the trigger yet. It really needs new suspension. So her dad was actually like, "Hey, we want to get Maggie something like really nice for Christmas. Is there anything for the Jeep that she needs?" I was like, "Well, she's been talking about getting new suspension. There's like Rough Country has some pretty affordable lift options and stuff like that. Nothing too crazy." So we ended up getting a 2.5-inch lift for her, and I said I would install it as like my part of it, and then we would both like surprise her with it. So I spent all day yesterday doing that. First time ever installing any sort of lift in a vehicle, and I tell you what, that shit entirely different from lowering a car. Because like, when you lower a car, take the stock suspension out, and then kind of hangs there, and then you got to like lift everything up to fit like the shorter suspension.
Yeah.
It's the opposite.
Yeah, push it down.
Yeah, but I forget to think that like it takes a lot to push that shit down and like to get all this longer shit in there. Dude, I was putting my entire body weight. I was like grabbing boards and like just shoving them in places to try and like I'm like disconnecting shit that I don't even know if I was supposed to disconnect just to try to get like an extra like 1/8 of an inch of clearance so I could get these freaking coil springs in there. Dude, it was rough country.
It was a rough country in that garage.
But we got her done. We got her done in a matter of like 6 hours, which I thought was insane.
Good on you.
Yeah, she was super surprised, and I'm super sore. So
there you go. Dakota, what have you been up to besides taking poop from random areas of the basement and throwing? I don't even know what you've been up to, bro.
Don't buy a fucking house.
Dude,
that shit overrated as hell.
You can race a car, but not a house.
Every single year around this time on a Sunday, I have some catastrophic failure in my house, from my pipes freezing and exploding to what we were fucking listing everything that just fucking went wrong.
Well, you had like the sump pump. You had like
some pump line froze, and that got all backed up. It was running. The check valve in the sump pump broke. The fence blew over.
Furnace.
You know more about
furnace is good.
Oh, the AC went out.
AC went out. That was in summer.
Dakota's actually keeping keeping track. Charles is.
The most recent though is just having shit come up from the drain in our floor and flooding our basement.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, it's as bad as you can.
Would you like to give a PSA for anyone who does own a house?
Yeah, get your pipes fucking cleaned. I didn't know. They didn't teach me anything in school. I couldn't use the Pythagorean theorem to clean up shit from my basement. I had to call somebody. When I called somebody, they came to my house and they broke more shit because I got the fucking new guy. It was his first time ever going somewhere to like do a house call by himself, and he just broke shit, and he's like, "Sorry, boss, you'll be able to fix it." I was like, "Dude, I don't know how to fix it. That's why I called you."
Did you say he was like unlicensed?
Yeah, he told me he's not a licensed. My God, the more I explain it, the dumber I fucking seem.
How did you?
Well, you didn't choose the guy.
Yeah, but how did you find the guy?
It was a company. It was a company.
Was it a plumbing company?
It was a pipe cleaning company.
It wasn't the fucking Bitmoji.
Listen,
guys, was it?
No, it wasn't. There is a company that has like a Bitmoji. Is there? It was not them. I will say the company, I won't put them on blast because they 100% made it right and they were very nice. It was just like, dude, it was a new guy at his new job and he was learning, but he needed some more training time for sure. And he was a nice kid. But he was just like, I just told him straight up, like, be honest with me. Because, like, don't try and fix this if you don't know how. And he did. He's like, yeah, I can't guarantee this is going to work when I'm done. I'm like, then don't touch it anymore. You're done. You're done.
There's poop coming out of the
Yeah, there's like poop
you
coming up the floor. And
leave.
Like, brother, we're already in a completely shit situation. Let's not make it worse, all right? Like, if you don't know what you're doing, just say it. I'm going to kick you out of my house and we're going to be okay. But if you keep fucking shit up, I'm going to rub your nose in it or something. I don't know. What do you do? Anyway, so that's what I've been dealing with. It's all good now. It's all good now. That's what you like, rather than trying to deal with like how many people are at Target buying last minute gifts. I was just cleaning up shit in the basement. So
not a whole lot of project car updates. Between last week and this week.
No.
Other things to do with.
Project house updates.
Yeah, project house.
And I don't live in like a shack. It's just a normal house, but it's just everything.
No, because I remember the first home Becca and I lived in, every time it rained, it was like a sixth sense that like kicked on.
You can smell it.
Something.
Smell the water.
Something's breaking.
Water is the enemy.
Water's in the house. Water's in the house. Water's in the house. And you start like running around, and I was like checking the attic and like looking in the basement, and then I'd see the crack and I'd see the water coming out, and it'd be like 1 o'clock in the morning. It's like, what the hell am I supposed to do with that? And I'd still stay up for like 3 hours trying to like patch it with something, or, like, do something about it, and then terrible.
That is the one thing that I've noticed with like houses is like you notice something that is like very obviously wrong. It's not like you can just cars. It's like
you turn up the radio and ignore it for a little bit.
I'll get to it.
Yeah.
When our fan is about to fall on us in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
You got to take care of it.
When your foundation is bowing at like a 4-degree angle at the beginning of the summer, and then at the end of the summer it's at 10, and you're like,
yeah, I'm just not.
It's a now issue.
And it's like you said, it's like I was not prepared to deal with this.
Dude,
I don't know what
I'm doing.
Who do I call for this?
I'm convinced that they need to change the entire like high school curriculum system to teach people how to do like the basic household stuff.
No one's owning a house,
and then how to do even like the basic maintenance of appliances and stuff like that. And in the same thing with like cars and financial literacy. Like teach people how to be adults a little bit, because people walk out. I have not used the Pythagorean theorem once.
No.
Functionally, never. I
was a design engineer or a structural engineer.
Yeah.
I didn't have to use half of that shit.
I've used more of that bridge game that I learned in like AutoCAD class.
Dude, I remember doing that.
Than anything else in my entire life.
That was fun.
Yeah, it was good. I could never really get it when it was a super long bridge though. Anyway, updates on the S2000.
Yeah, I see we've made negative progress.
Yeah,
okay.
And more pieces.
At least that's what it looks like.
The dawn is darkest right. Hey, the dawn is darkest just before the rise. The sun. The sun. Wait, the
dawn
is darkest before the sign.
Sure. Yeah. Anyway,
before the line.
We had to rip off the quarter panels again, and I learned how to weld.
Sorry to hear that.
Yep, a MIG weld. MIG weld.
I don't know how to weld, so I won't talk shit.
Yeah, so I learned, not the greatest, but I have the system figured out. And then I had to spray paint it, I had to coat it. So
did something.
Yeah. That's what it's supposed to look like that. And then we had to we actually put the old riv nuts that were in there were too small for the dress-up bolts.
Oh no!
So we had to drill out every single one and like knock it. It was a pain in the ass.
Did you put rubber weld nuts in?
Those are weld nuts.
That's a way to go, honestly.
Yeah. And that's from dress-up bolts as well. So they supply the weld nuts, the hardware, all of that. It's good.
Yeah, if you can, I have riv nuts on the RX-8 too, and they are such a bitch, man, because like they can come loose really easily, and if they're not installed like perfectly correctly too, you're gonna fucking like cross thread something. You're gonna pop one off. I have like a couple that are just stuck like on the RX-8, and I have to deal with. But a couple of them I did swap out for just rubber weld nuts for the time being. World of difference. If you're doing anything body panel wise and you can use a weld nut, just fucking use a weld nut. I guarantee it's going to save you so much of a headache.
Yeah, so I learned about that, which was awesome. So thank you, Dress Up Bolts, for sending me that stuff like 10 months ago. Finally having it on the car is sick. We got the side skirt actually mounted on.
Hey.
We got some custom brackets that we had to build to make sure that the side skirt was like sturdy. And then I think I'm going to try scanning it with my phone and sending the data to Evology to get a couple extra ones made.
Let me know how that goes, because I know there's like a couple apps. Some of you have to pay for, some of you don't. But I've heard good things from
them. It works good enough.
Yeah.
You know, like if we have to sand it down when it gets here, I don't really care.
Sure.
But like the thing is like the bracket on the back, we had to make 2 of them to make it really sit well. And but besides that, it went really well. We cut up some of the gas door there to make the gas cap flange actually fit.
That's crazy.
But the front is completely mocked up, which means what's next is we're going to take the headlights out. I'm going to send them over to Anthony Leota to clear out. We got the roll bar, new steering wheel, seats,
and
a hard top.
You said you were putting the roll bar in.
Yeah, so I was.
And what happened?
I was. I looked at the amount of space, and then I looked at the roll bar and I said, it's 4:00. I'm not getting this done. That's what happened. And instead, I took a shower and I went downtown and I had 2 espresso martinis and got absolutely fucking lit.
You got absolutely fucking lit off 2 espresso martinis.
You're goddamn right. I did. Brother. Yeah. For $18, I'm a cheap ass date. I was getting tacos by 10 and in bed at 11.
18 each.
18 each is what I was gonna say.
They're at least 13 each.
I think they're
at least.
I think they're $13. They are expensive.
They're good though.
Yeah.
They are good.
I am a sucker for fucking espresso martini.
Yeah. And then next up is this bad boy. So it actually starts, I think, next weekend.
The Nissan Z.
What about the Nissan Z? The Nissan Z needs downpipes and a tune, and then I think we should sell it.
I feel like I was that one kid in class that reminded the teacher about homework because I just remembered that I am going to have to.
Yeah, you're the one that's working on the downpipes, dog.
Really confused why you brought that up.
I know. I fucked up.
So if you guys need a Nissan Z and you want to buy mine,
Buy it.
hook a brother
Will
up.
you sell it for MSRP?
Yeah, 100%.
Oh, okay.
I'm not trying to make money on the car. If somebody wants it, they can have it.
I just want to see if you.
I want us to build something a little bit more our taste. A little bit older, a little bit cheaper.
Yeah, something like a Pontiac S.
I could go for a Grand Prix GXP.
Oh, God.
yeah,
I'm out.
What a beaut. I like how we're just naming Pontiacs.
3,800
like
supercharged.
like a Solstice. That'd be really neat.
A Solstice? Yeah, I could see
Those
that.
are gross.
Otherwise, like a GTO would be.
Yeah,
GTO would be
kind of
sick.
sick.
Actually, I want to import a Holden.
Oh,
Like a true hold.
we're getting farther away.
From what? Pontiac?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah, I mean, they're the same, but I just keep the Pontiac thing going, okay? I was having fun. Holdens are actually sick.
I really do want.
We were saying kind of silly cars. I mean, GTOs aren't that bad, I guess.
GTOs are sick. If you guys are in the comments, I want you to let us know. What do you guys think if we did like a DC5, like an Integra,
Dope.
or we could get like a right-hand drive Type R, like an old one?
Comment cool cars.
Yeah.
Comment cool cars under 20.
I want to build the Oscar Mayer Wienermobile.
You're denied
Slam it.
immediately.
Slammed wiener.
Did they change the name of it?
Slammed wiener?
No.
I know that they
changed. It's not the Wienermobile anymore.
Why would they change the fucking name of the Wienermobile? What else do you name it?
The wiener part.
Yeah, the wiener part's bad. There's a couple bits and pieces that
It's
are
a fucking wiener. What are you gonna call it?
I don't know.
Oh my god.
The hot dog mobile, it just doesn't work.
I haven't
Let's
seen
talk
it
about
in a
something.
while.
Hey, we're done with the wieners. Let's talk about something more appropriate.
Apparently Oscar
2024.
Mayer's done with the wieners too.
2024 is a big year.
Why?
This is
Why? I feel like we say that every year.
Because here's what happens. In the last week of 2023, we look back at all the things that we said we were going to do and didn't. And we find this weird, encouraging energy to make what are called New Year resolutions. It's where the gyms fill up with people that haven't been since January 3rd of the previous
Not
year.
me.
You have the resolutions about eating healthy, so they buy all the healthy food, and then it goes bad in 4 days in the
This
fridge.
is not very relatable.
What?
What are you talking about?
What is a New Year's resolution, automotive related,
Okay, all right.
in 2024 that you 100% are going to hold yourself accountable to? And if you're listening, I want you to drop yours as well. But do you guys have one?
I mean, I typically don't really do New Year's resolutions. I don't use that time. I just kind of do shit as I want to do it and stop doing it when I stop wanting to do it. But
Wow.
if I was gonna,
That was deep.
I don't need a day to tell me when I want to eat and when I don't want to eat. I ain't doing that. That sounds terrible. Anyways, I would say though, I think it's a good idea and it's good to set goals. So if we're gonna do that,
Dude, call it something different. What do you got?
Yeah, just what I was saying. Maybe it's not about the goals, but the friends we make along the way.
Sorry.
I need time to think about this. As this is a big question.
Sorry,
Do you want me to go, or do you have one?
He didn't understand. New Year's resolutions.
Oh, widowy! I just want to have a really good car.
There you go. Okay.
It's like he's trying to speak to me. I know it.
Why didn't you just say so? That's actually easy.
Giles, do you have a goal?
Yeah, I want to get my fucking 240 back together in drivable condition, and I want to do.
That's a subjective statement.
I want to drive advanced on US Air this year or next year.
Oh,
and I want to experience at least one other track.
Okay, I got one.
Okay, so here's the thing: when we go to the opener, the first event of the year, we're going on advanced. We're not even going to touch intermediate.
No,
we're not even going to touch. No. New year, new you. What's the difference?
His car don't run.
What's the difference? You're going to go out in advance. You're going to learn the same way if you went on intermediate. You're going to learn.
Dude needs to get brakes first. Yeah, let him warm up. Second one. Just the car needs a shake. Needs a shakedown run.
All right, Dakota, what
With
do you got?
him saying that made me think. want to get the Supra out on Road America. I was supposed to do that last year and I didn't. And I'm not even talking for a full track day. I would accept also doing the Sunset Cruise, which if you didn't know is kind of a cool thing that Road America offers. You get to take your car out on the track and just kind of cruise around at a little more leisurely pace.
Where it is.
With a pace. This is my Sunset Cruise shirt.
Road
I would
collab.
I'll 1000% wear the cruising shirt when I do that.
That's
but I want to do that. I 100% want to do that.
There's a track day on April 29th you should come with.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be fun. Right at the end of April.
That's a little.
That's widowy. What?
It could be 70 degrees
or
it could
snowstorm.
be 20 and 20 feet or 20 inches.
I have seen some crazy fucking snowstorms in April.
Yeah.
That's literally why we moved the WCC opener to
That's
May.
true. I just moved it to May, and I was like, I'm done with this shit. I'm done with people.
May.
I'm done with dealing with the flu sometimes or sunburn. I've gotten the flu and a sunburn on the same day because of the season opener.
I think, yeah. Frostbite and a sunburn.
That's
yeah.
it's,
That actually happens a lot.
Yeah.
it started at like 40
Windburn?
in the morning, and then by 2:00 it was 85, and the snow that had landed had melted, and my whole body just didn't know what to do.
What
So
the fuck?
I went home and I was sick and tired and sleepy and burnt. I was like, what?
Yeah, I feel like spring is not fun. Fall is fun. Spring is not. It's like chaotic and uncomfortable. And
Kind of like playing roulette. You don't really know what's happening. Like you have the Weather Channel, but even they're not so sure
No, that's
what's about
irrelevant.
to come.
Yeah, it was like I just remember the first opener that I helped out with as part of the crew, and I was parking an area of cars, and it started out. It was like it was really chilly, and we're like, okay, all right, everyone, snow in the forecast, but we got people showing up. They're ready to be here. It was like one of the biggest season openers, and we were in the middle of a fucking blizzard. I shit you not. We got like. What was it, like 10 inches of snow?
Yeah.
And we're fucking pulling like slammed cars at like cars that like have been parked all winter, and they're like, fuck it, we're here.
That's sick that they
and they're
came,
rolling it. I can't even see like 3 cars down from me, and we're just like guiding people, and I'm out there in like a fucking North Face and like a hat, like just just bag it in there, and we're pushing like Genesis coupes like out of like the grass area that they slid into.
Mariah, Lars, and I all got sick that event.
Yeah,
we were all hanging out up front, and that wind was brutal.
Yeah, I was outside all day for that, and I remember we got back to Green Bay. That's where we were living at the time, and we stopped at a Mexican restaurant to like grab some food. And I'm sitting in there. It's like the first outside of like the vehicle, like the first time we were in like a heated space, like all day. I'm like, I'm not taking anything off. I'm like, I can't move. Like I am so fucking cold right now.
Yeah.
We were in there for like an hour and a half, and I'm like, I'm still frozen.
That was like back in the day. There was a Wisconsin modified. I think it was 2015 or 2016. Becca will tell me. But there was a blizzard that hit, and it was like
in Wisconsin modified.
Yeah, and it was rain, sleet, and I remember it created a coating on the cars that literally it created a frozen layer, right? And we had a car show that day, and it was in asphalt, and it was also on grass, and it was terrible.
That was 2016,
and we had all these dope cars, and I still remember, and this might be TMI. I'm gonna say it anyway, but like. My pants, all of my clothes were like frozen in a shape, right? And the event was finally done, and we had packed everything into the trailer. Everything was soaked. We knew we're gonna have to do something with it later. And I'm like, everybody go get like cleaned up. I'll see you in a couple hours for dinner. And I walk into the hotel. I walk immediately up to my hotel room, and I take like everything off. Grab vodka. Yeah, grab vodka. I remember I grabbed vodka. I grabbed soda water and like a lime because I was like on this kick at that one time. And
everyone was.
Yeah, and I had one of those. It was the stiffest drink I ever had. Turn the heater, like turn the shower on, like max heat, and I just sat in there with my little cup of vodka.
You shower beered it?
I shower beered the fuck out of that. And it is still to this day one of my best drinks I've ever had in my entire life because it felt so
damn
shitty.
well that was just vodka and lime.
Yes,
that's all it was.
100%. I was so fucked up by the time I got out of that shower.
Fuck yeah.
Okay, sorry. Back to
what's your New Year's resolution for cars, Alex?
Okay, so I got
What
two.
do you got?
I have two. The two big things that I want is I want us to have a shop space. That's number
Ooh,
one.
that'd be
That's
insane.
That's like
an upgrade.
That's like the MartiniWorks goal.
Okay.
And then a personal goal of mine is I would love to drift fall Matsuri.
Jesus.
in Japan.
God damn.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
That's a sick
For no
fucking
reason.
goal.
So I talked to Colette Davis about this because she went out there.
Oh, okay.
And she said it was an absolute blast. And then I was going to go in January, but I don't think we're going to make it just because I want to focus on some other stuff instead. But she's like, well, you could just take if you want to drive a car to test it out, you can try the JZX. And then I was really thinking about it. I'm like, that's a really cool idea. I still don't know what the fuck I'm doing. So I want to use the 24 season to
really
get more proficient with speed and with angle. And then at the end of the season, kind of treat it as like a reward and go and do it.
You cannot have a Han situation where he lends the car to drift and then it gets totaled.
Yeah.
And then you have a sumo throw you out.
I don't want that either. Okay, I don't want that. I don't want
With
that.
a bear paw.
So those are the two goals.
Dude just casually dropped. Yeah, I just talked to Colette Davis about going to Japan, Drifter, and JJX.
Yeah.
Casual.
But it was such a cool, we were talking about it.
That is wild.
insane.
That is an insane conversation.
I really would love to do that. I would really love to, because it's like the S2000 kind of hopefully doing the Grid Life tour. Then the
Grid Life.
And then Lars and I have been spending a lot of time on iRacing. He's way better at it than I am, but it's just kind of fun to get more into the driving parts of things, and hopefully I can make content that doesn't suck while I do it. So it should be fun.
No, that's gonna be a wild time. You got a lot of shit going on this year already.
Yeah. Oops.
Yeah.
Well, should we take a break?
Yeah.
Yeah, when we come back, out of context.
Okay.
There it is.
After our sponsor.
There it is.
You got this.
Should I do an ASMR sponsorship ad or no?
Please don't.
Okay. All right. Well, Fortunato is the sponsor. You guys stick around for the next episode if you want to hear the ASMR version. I don't think anyone does, so I probably won't do that. But Fortunato is an awesome sponsor for the podcast because all of us freaking run it, baby. They make good stuff. No joke. We've been running that shit since before they sponsored us just because we absolutely love them. So we're super thankful that they came on board and sponsored the podcast. So if you need a set of Fortunato 500 coilovers for your daily / enthusiast driven vehicle, make sure to check that out over at MartiniWorks. And if you do a little more track driving, trust me, we can hook you up with some 510s or even further than that. So shout out Fortunato, put them on all your cars, lower them all, and enjoy life.
So not to be one of those guys,
All right.
but there's a spare set of Fortunato 510s here that were specifically meant for an AP1, AP2 S2000.
That's
Perfect.
And I was like, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to be a smart ass. I'm going to install them. I'm going to send my old ones back to Ray. And it'll be like a little funny joke that I'll apologize for. So then I started looking at the graphs between the two because Fortunato sends a damper compression graph with everything. And I realized I had these ones rebuilt actually when I got the car back.
Really?
They were rebuilt into Gen 8 510s.
I did not know that.
Interesting.
Okay, so I was looking at it and I was looking at the graphs between the new ones and the old ones. And those ones are actually already built for what I told him I wanted 2 years ago before I actually knew how to get there.
Oh.
So those ones are stiffer than the brand new ones. So I was like,
awkward.
this is awkward. He's like, why? And I'm like, no reason. No reason at all.
Anyway, do you have your shipping address so I can send these product ones back to you?
So anyway, do you still want to do your ASMR?
No, I don't want to do ASMR, but would you rather have a Shrek-themed car or a Superman-themed car? And answer carefully.
Shrek.
That was so fast,
Yeah,
but I agree.
I don't know. I've seen too many Superman cars.
They're really bad.
They're so bad. The red, the
I
blue,
know, it's
the
so
yellow.
Make up your mind.
Seen no Shrek car.
At least Shrek got a theme to him.
Yeah.
Red, blue, that's fucking horrendous colors.
Remember the Shrek NASCAR jacket that lady at Popeyes was wearing?
It's terrible. We don't need to talk about that.
Well, it was fucking sick. But
I've never seen some shit like that in my
a
life.
NASCAR Shrek jacket.
I don't need to know that.
Okay, all right. Well, what do you
It was
got then?
insane.
What do I have?
Yeah.
Would you rather, if you could, back in the day,
okay.
would you rather be Enzo Ferrari
Okay.
or what's his name, Ferrucci Lamborghini?
Jesus, I don't know anything about either of these old people.
Yeah.
Which one would you rather be?
I don't know. I don't know anything about them.
Well, out of context, pick.
Okay, let me think, decipher
Lamborghini.
here.
Really?
Sure.
Okay.
Which one's fatter?
Between the two?
Yeah.
I think Ferrari.
Ferrari then.
I mean,
he's eating good.
I was gonna say Lamborghini.
Oh. All right.
Speaking of Ferrari,
Yeah.
you guys gonna go see the movie Ferrari?
We're going to go see it together.
Oh yeah. Well,
You
the
cheated
audience
and
then.
watched it before us. So.
I did watch it. I did watch it before.
Hacker.
Alex illegally downloaded it and watched it.
I did not illegally download
I want to
it.
make a video about this so bad before anyone else. I'm going to pirate it.
So I did watch it. It was actually pretty interesting.
They gave him.
It's got Adam Driver in it.
accents.
Yeah, he's got good accents. All that
That's the
sort of
Star
stuff.
Wars guy.
Do you
Yeah.
think
Oh.
did,
Becca was not convinced that
that's
was
the Kylo Ren guy?
that
right?
was
Yeah.
Kylo Ren. She goes, he kind of looks like Darth Vader, and I'm like, well, he's Kylo Ren, and he's like, yeah, no, but Vader, and I'm like,
No.
yeah, no, Kylo Ren, that's Kylo Ren, and she goes, the nose, I knew it, and I'm like, that
Jesus.
Adam Driver, yeah.
Being objective about it. Yeah.
Did they pick him because his last name is Driver?
That's what
Come
I'm
on.
thinking. That's what I'm thinking.
The movie is super good. If you
he
guys are on the
drive cars?
fence about watching it, I would recommend watching it. A really good story. It's about the Mia Miglia from 1957, which was the last year they ran that race in Italy. It was a 990-mile endurance race. It lasted over 10 hours. And the way that the race was set up is that it started with the slowest car first. It was like think of it as like a time attack. But they staged the cars slowest first, fastest in the back. And then by the end of the race, the fastest cars would have caught up to the slowest cars.
Do they? Well, oh, wait.
It's all about how
Was it-
fast you get there.
Was it like actually the cars that were fastest, slowest, like by time, or was it like they had different?
Like classes
Classes of
like
cars.
yeah,
Okay,
smallest
okay.
displacement, that sort of
So,
stuff.
so what does like Le Mans do, or Le Mans do, for instance? Like, is that the same style, or is it like different? They run at different times.
Well, you're racing. Like the way that it works is it's at Le Mans, everybody's racing at the same time.
Yep.
Like the whole car launches at the same, all the classes.
Okay.
In this Mia
stagger
Miglia,
the launch.
Mia
they
Miglia.
stagger them. So,
Gotcha.
but the cool thing about it is it starts at night, ends in the morning, but it covers the like most disastrous crash like ever recorded, which
Rip.
Ferrari crashed right at the end. One of the tires punctured, and it killed like a dozen people.
What the fuck?
Yeah, plus the two drivers. And so it's this
Jesus.
huge story. It's one of the reasons that's when I was telling you back when Italy could actually sue car companies if they were deemed responsible for a death. So like Enzo Ferrari got sued for killing 12 people or 13 people
Jesus.
in like 1959.
How does that not like cripple a company or a person?
Because Big Daddy Fiat came in a few years later and bought them underneath Ford's nose. Like the whole the story of Mia Miglia, fun fact, is what spawned Ford to start talking to Ferrari. There you go. Now you know.
Now it's all tied together.
Yeah. That's a prequel. You didn't know
So now
exactly.
can't wait.
I'm paying more for Fords.
I can't wait for Ford to come out.
Just Ford.
Yeah.
I'm really looking forward to GMC,
Man, I can't wait for Dodge.
Chrysler.
Well, we had Ford versus Ferrari. Now we just have Ferrari. Well, then's Ford coming up.
Okay, so
You wanna
well
star?
thought out.
Yeah.
You want to star in the movie?
Yeah.
What?
I'd just take a little cameo.
What?
I could be a background character. I don't care.
What?
Why?
What story in Ford's history would you like to be a part of in a movie?
Them suing John Cena.
That would be great.
Yeah.
You could tie it into Fast and Furious.
Yep.
Or like
Easy.
the whole like Pinto disaster.
Yeah, that's a good one.
The movie would be called
Pinto.
Pinto.
No, I want it to be called Fard.
Bard.
All right, Dakota, you pick.
What movie would you be
manufacturer?
in?
What manufacturer? First, pick a manufacturer.
What manufacturer would make the best movie? That's a really good question. I'm trying to think who
I feel like Holden.
who really fucks some shit up.
I feel like Holden would be fun because you'd get a bunch of Australian actors together.
What about if you did Toyota and then the whole Prius thing where they were like the accelerator was getting stuck and okay, first of all, rest in peace to anyone that lost their life because of that. I don't know, but like
You saying rest
listen,
in peace.
listen.
You saying rest in peace while you laugh completely
didn't.
nullifies you saying
I
rest
was
in
laughing.
did it.
I was laughing.
Joe's laugh.
You have a
laughed.
smile on your face.
I may have been smiling because I'm thinking of how funny the movie idea would be. Listen, they make it super serious, like,
like a
crazy,
thriller.
Like there's like Japanese businessmen slamming their hands on desks and stuff, and they're like, "We're going to end." That was a terrible accent.
Careful.
And then they find out the reason at the end of the movie, like the final conclusion. The fucking floor mats were getting stuck. The accelerator.
What would the
pedal.
name of the movie be called?
Toyota.
Oh, okay.
Or it could be Prius.
No, it needs
But in the Predator font. Prius.
Everything you just said was so close to a clip. It made me uncomfortable the whole time.
I just hit a clap.
I just hit a clap. No, there's probably way worse stuff than that. I'm just trying to think on the spot. And
Rest in peace.
well, dude, I'm just keeping it real. Like, hey, that sucks. But also, it was like this huge fucking issue all over the news. It was the fucking floor mat getting stuck.
So
like people are like, I can't stop. And all they had to do was pull the floor mat back. That sucks.
That's why the little things exist.
Yeah, they got
now.
the locking shit now. That changed the world. That'd be a good movie.
Wow. That was impressively
think.
terrible.
I call it floored.
Thank you, Gels.
That gives away the
Or matted.
whole thing. Yeah, that's a good one too. Floor mat. What do you think would make the best movie?
Am I supposed to say something serious here?
Yeah, sure. If you
I
have
don't
a
know
real
if I
one.
do. I just don't know.
Take.
I know. That's what makes me so uncomfy.
No.
There should be a movie
Okay.
about Mazda and the 787
Ooh, that would actually be
That
really
would
cool.
be crazy.
because
Good take.
Mazda doesn't have Mazda has some history, and it's currently I feel like it's kind of flying away into nothingness.
Kind of like Mitsubishi.
Yeah.
And it would just be nice if they came out with one last
Yeah, like we were cool.
we did that. It's like
We did stuff.
Yeah, it's like get back in the retirement home, Grandpa.
Yeah. Go back inside.
That would be a really cool movie. I would
That's what
like.
I think would be fun, and the whole rotary thing and all of that, because everybody loves those cars these days. That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, I agree. That was a good one. Gels, did you say one?
Yeah, the Ford Pinto.
Oh yeah. That's right. Yeah, if you know what the Pintos, what was it? The gas tank was in the back, and they get rear-ended and
they
explode.
blow up.
Yeah.
Whoops.
Except it happened above the safety speed, so technically it didn't beat regulations. It was fine.
Oh, what about Dieselgate?
Oh, that'd be a good one
The
too.
Volkswagen.
Yeah, that'd be a good one.
Damn.
That'd be crazy. But they make it like a World War
I got
II
another
style video with Hitler and
I got
like
another one. I got another one. Stop with the
because it's
Hitler.
Volkswagens.
Stop.
He started Volkswagen.
Hitler?
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
I wanna do a movie about the whole cash for clunkers thing.
Yes. How did we all forget about Cash for Clunkers?
I don't know.
That was sick.
nobody probably in this podcast, I think, is.
No,
gonna
they gotta
remember
know.
Cash for Clunkers.
Comment if you know about Cash for Clunkers.
I miss Cash for Clunkers.
I don't know how
Everyone
many
does.
fucking good cars got destroyed because of that.
Yeah, but you made some good cash.
Who?
For your clunker?
I didn't. I was 5.
So what are you worried about? What were you gonna buy a car? I don't think so.
Well, now I know better, and I should have.
Still traumatized Gels, apparently.
That was a generational movement.
It would be cool to see a movie around Michelle Mooten.
Obama.
Michelle Mooten,
Oh,
the Audi rallycross driver,
I don't know
the
her.
female that was a badass, a Billy badass, and she won a whole bunch of stuff. And she was a woman, which made a whole bunch of people mad. I think it'd be kind of a cool movie because they just did something with Leah Block
yeah. I
on
think
YouTube.
even
about
like
it.
rally in general, like the 80s rally.
Rally is so underappreciated.
Dude, it's so
you
hard to
imagine, like,
make
a-
a movie about rally though. Like getting the filming shot. I've never seen, and apparently they're coming out with another one with Lancia and Audi.
Are they?
coming
Is
out?
it
Yeah,
Lancia?
yeah,
Like a movie?
yeah.
Oh shit! Well, there we go, Mike.
But I always worry about these movies because it requires the racing
lot.
scenes cost a lot of money to do, and that's where a lot of people cheap out because they're like, well, what if we just do really fast panning motions and things like that, make the rest look CGI.
Speed it up. Yeah.
Why are racing scenes so expensive?
Why?
Just race.
Just
Go
race.
quick. You got to close course, fucking sender.
I know.
And record it.
That's why it's like Ford versus Ferrari was a really good movie, but even then,
I never seen it.
they didn't cover a ton of racing.
I went back and just watched Tokyo Drift again
Did you?
instead.
How'd it hold up?
Every time I question how the entire cast changed, but it's still one of the best. What other movie has done that? What other movie series changed the entire cast? You're like, that shit slapped. You probably can't name one.
I'm thinking.
I don't think you can, dude.
I'm thinking. Hold on.
It's unheard of. I don't know how they fucking pulled that shit out.
I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. It's impressive.
NCIS
No, what?
the series, the show. There's like 30 different versions of it now.
No, that's not what we're talking about.
That's the only thing I could think of.
That's what I word.
Honestly, the whole concept, we talked about this before, but like what they did with Tokyo Drift, they should have just done for the another 10 movies.
It would have made
anybody
would have
been mad.
No. And like slowly, make
Then
cameo
Marvelized
appearances.
it. Marvelized it, yeah.
Yeah, have the universe
saying,
come together.
Like each one different set of characters.
Yeah.
Different location.
Do one in Spain.
Tell their story. But then
Mexico.
you learn how it's tied together.
Because, if you think about it, that's kind of how the first three were. Because you had the first one. The second one, obviously, like Brian was in it, but like
You got
completely new area, completely new set of characters. And then the third one was a whole fresh reset.
Yeah.
And then the fourth
that's
one.
why like the third one.
But then
first three are always so good.
15 through 25 ended up just being Vin Diesel and John Cena, and they just
a brother.
and The Rock. They add a new wrestler. That's their thing now.
I can't wait for the Undertaker.
We're gonna throw in a new wrestler.
I didn't watch the newest one because there is a point in which I believe John Cena has the child launch a missile at bad guys and it explodes and kills a bunch of people, and he's like, haha, rocket car. And I'm like,
Shit, I gotta go watch that.
this 10-year-old just murdered half a dozen people.
Do you realize what you
and
just said?
You got a one-liner?
That's fucking Fortnite. Of course people are gonna watch that.
He just hit a clip.
Multi-kill? He's on me? I'm one shot?
Kill feed.
I have a nuke?
So
That's COD.
we're done talking about this.
Okay.
All right. So New Year's resolution we talked about.
We are far beyond. We're in the third section.
Christmas holiday gifts.
Yep.
We talked a little bit about what we want to do and some terrible movie ideas.
I thought there was some good ones.
Name one terrible movie idea that just came out.
The Return of the Oscar Mayer Wienermobile
That
sequel
didn't say that, but now I love it.
And it could be called Wiener.
Yes.
in Wiener font,
In Wiener.
like in a pinkish font.
No,
What
in
is,
Wiener.
what is a wiener font?
It's like really, like
balloon text?
Yeah, it's kind of circular and girthy.
Has everyone here seen the Wienermobile driving out in the public?
Yes.
Okay, good. Just making sure.
Okay.
Well, it gives you some credibility if you've seen it.
Yeah, it's a rare sight.
Yeah. You don't see it every day.
You don't know it's a rare sight?
What?
Gel's having a turbocharged vehicle.
Hey, yo!
Are you going to get one for 2024?
Elusive.
That should be your fucking resolution. Like, I'm going to boost one of my vehicles or get a boosted vehicle.
Well, I'm good. If we sell more stuff, maybe.
True.
Yeah, buy more T-shirts.
So
I
Gel's,
can't just pull this shit out of my ass.
then we'll get you this is my boosted shirt.
This is my turbo car shirt.
My turbo car.
If we get to a point in sales where the money gets to you to buy a turbo to turbocharge your car, we will make a T-shirt specifically for you that says TY for THE and then a turbo emoji, and it'll be like just like cruising
Thank you
shirt,
for the turbo.
Okay.
and it's
Thank
gonna say
you,
it's gonna
Mr.
have a little line. It's
Turbo.
gonna say Gels on it.
Joe's. I like that. I love that idea.
I mean, I don't. We should all have our own shirts. Direct investment into project cars. What would you want your T-shirt to say?
Oh man, that's such an honor that I would need more time. I'd want to make it fucking good.
Yeah.
I'm not just gonna.
Well,
slap a couple of
the last three that you've
Microsoft Word.
Yeah, the last three you've whipped up are
Hey, they're
iconic.
fine.
Yeah, I'm not saying it probably come from a similar design, but I can't release that info yet.
It's the thought process
There would
behind it.
people
That's
would
that's
start
where the
making
money
the
is.
shirts.
The production isn't.
There'd
what we're,
be people intimidated. Apparel companies would shut down. I'm not just gonna go start saying my ideas.
Okay. Well, thanks, Gels. Dakota, whatever your name is.
Damn it!
Who are you thinking?
I don't know. I was looking this way, but I was still hearing you talk. I'm sorry.
We're at that part of the day.
Anything else we want to chat about in today's podcast? Ladies and gentlemen, we talked about project cars. If you guys are interested or have topics you want us to talk about, put them in the comment section below. That would mean the absolute world, especially if they have to do with any sort of new upcoming
Stuff.
I don't know, car stuff that's out there, right?
Yeah, I try to stay on top of it. There's so much shit that happens.
There really is, and mostly it's always bad news.
Yeah,
You really
I want
never
some
see
good news.
You want some good news? I'll give you some good news.
Okay.
GM has eliminated nearly half of the Buick dealer network in the U.S. in 2023.
Buick.
Damn, I'm really affected by that.
Yeah.
Damn, I'm really.
I've got other good news.
Okay.
Ford is now the most recalled automaker for the third year running.
It's probably because they've sold the most vehicles.
All right.
Yeah, well,
Okay. How about this? Tesla blamed drivers for failures of parts it knew were defective.
read that sentence again.
Tesla blamed, I know, this is weird. Tesla blamed drivers for failures of parts it knew were defective.
They blamed the Star Wars guy? What did he do? Oh, great, that movie's going to tank now.
The 2024 WRX TR debuts with an MSRP of $42,775.
Why is there
because they put a wing on it,
but no STI?
They put a wing on it.
So something that's really funny is top comment is genuinely cannot think of a single reason to get this over a GR circuit.
Yeah, are they? Wait. So are they done with STI? Is that officially done?
Seems like it, yeah.
Well, that's stupid.
Yeah. So now they'll put some little red trim and a little wing on it, and they'll call it a TR.
A WRX TR.
What's the point of the TR? What does it mean?
Rexter.
It's like GR, but TR.
Thank
so they
you.
wanted to copy.
Yeah, I don't know.
There's nothing really good about
T
it.
and G even sound alike. Come on.
It got adaptive dampers, a moonroof delete, a set of 19-inch wheels wrapped in the same shitty tires that I didn't like on the Z.
What tires were they?
Personally, they can be good tires. I just don't think they belong on like the cars that come on. Potenza SO.
Oh, yeah.
Potenza
Potenza.
S007.
Is that what we drove on?
Well, that's what came on the Z. You should just sports cars should just come with
Was it Pirelli's?
like a nicer set, in my opinion. Just like either Conti's or Michelin's. That's what you should. They really should just come with Michelin's. Most of them come with
write them a
Michelin's.
letter.
No, because I'm not ever buying a
Conti
Subaru.
makes good OE tires.
I did. I know. I say that.
Yeah, that's what he's saying.
Well, he was like, okay.
No, he's like, they should come with.
They should come with either Conti's or
Well,
Michelin's, in my opinion.
I don't know what you heard.
Okay.
What else the internet got for you?
Mitsubishi had a manual transmission with more than 6 gears before it was cool.
What car was that?
Was it the Delica?
Stick shift Lancers, apparently. There was a two.
Let's be real though.
Okay.
Do you need more than fucking 6 gears?
I feel like people that have 7 gears always complain that that's too many gears.
Yeah, that seems unneeded. I was honestly okay. Like my Evo 10 had a 5-speed, and I liked it. I liked the 5.
Mm-hmm.
I was okay with that. 6 is fine, but past that, come on, we're getting ridiculous.
Oh, I got a good one.
Okay. Let me hear it.
Apparently,
Yep.
my favorite car company in the entire world,
Apparently,
Kia.
Yes.
Kia Canada is deliberately withholding car deliveries to dealers to suppress 2023 sales numbers.
What does that mean?
It means that they're holding out on it so that you can't actually mark it as a sale until the new year so that they can make their 2024 numbers look better.
Explain it to me like I'm 5.
but why do they want their 2023 numbers to look bad?
They're probably already at Target,
Oh,
so they'd rather have a buffer for
So
2024.
Kia's just fucking killing it.
So then somebody goes, imagine waiting for a Kia. Lol.
literally though too. Why would you ever? I gotta wait.
Gotta get my soul.
Hey guys, I ordered my Kia.
Volkswagen officially brings back physical buttons for all new cars.
Hey, no. That's
huge.
actually really cool
huge.
because I watched a review on the Golf R, and there was a lot of feedback about how the touchscreen on it really fucking sucked because it was all touch, only touch. There's no physical buttons, and somehow all this talk got to like the CEO of Volkswagen, and he was like, "You know what? Yeah, that's stupid. It does suck. You're right." And we were like, "Damn." And then they made changes on it. That's fucking cool. It's so hard for a company. Yeah, they deserve a clap because companies don't listen like that.
They don't.
And so thank you. Thank you for realizing touch can stay on our phones and doesn't need to go to everything else.
Just want buttons.
Yeah, buttons while you're driving. When you're looking away, a touchscreen does not make any fucking sense.
Yeah. You imagine like trying to type on like a keyless keyboard or something like that.
And not, how do blind people use that?
How do they drive?
All right.
What if they're passenger?
Okay, same. Okay. Well, I don't think they're going to be going out.
You don't think passengers can
You've
ride
been
blind?
so close to these cliffs. That's all, folks. Chevy Camaro production has officially ended. This leaves the Mustang as
still
the
been
very
going?
last production American V8
Bumblebee?
muscle car outside of Challenger.
Bumblebee.
And last but not least,
What do we got? Hurry up.
last one for you guys right here.
Hurry up.
Hit me with it.
Tell me.
Okay, give me 1 second.
My God.
This better be good.
All right.
It's not
Would
good.
you, and I
Okay.
want your opinion, and then we can be done.
'Kay.
And you guys listening in will have to think. They are trying to introduce a law to make it mandatory to pass an anti-drunk driving technology before getting in your car to drive.
Like no matter what?
No matter what.
So we're all just with...
So we all have that breathalyzer thing in it? Where you got like blow
I'm assuming it's not to that extent, but yes.
Well, how else would you...
How's it going to know?
I don't know. I didn't read the article. It's like watching Fox
I'm
for me.
all
I'm just reading the
for
headlines.
Drunk people being off the road.
Yeah. I just don't see how that would be.
I need more information before I...
Provide your opinion?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's too hard. But again, I'm all for not driving wasted.
Yeah, but like out of context.
Okay.
Would you rather have it so that you have to always tell your car that you're not drunk to drive it? Or keep
not.
It or keep it the way that it is? Yeah.
I mean, not, I guess.
Yeah, ideally not.
Asking the hard questions before we head out for the day.
Ideally not, but if it's going to save lives, fuck it. I guess. I don't care.
All right. Well, we hope you guys enjoyed this.
Answer. I'm asking you, drunk driver. What do you got?
I don't drive drunk. I would say.
You don't drive at all.
I don't.
True.
I don't. I would say, I think like with Dakota, it probably needs a little bit more information. If it's like one of those annoying seatbelt dings or something, like it's an inconvenience.
You're drunk.
You're drunk.
You're drunk.
I think.
Just calls the cops.
I think.
Fuck.
I think
My car called the cops on me.
I think I'd be okay. We appreciate you guys so much for listening.
Little beer can lights up.
We appreciate you guys so much for listening to this episode of a very chaotic. We got to get better at providing structure. Things are getting a little wild.
Check alcohol lights on.
We need more structure
pull over.
in our podcast, but we appreciate your support.
I can clear it.
And we will see you on the next one. Thank you so much.